Hello, I'm the Educator, and this is lesson 11 for 7 Days to Die. I made it home. It took a while. I nearly overheated several times, but I made it. I should have picked that up. I was tempted to head on over to the hub city and just pick the closest building and dive in and hope for the best. But it's already 8. And I still want to put down some spikes for this area. And I don't plan on being here forever, but, I am going to be here. And so I might as well make sure that I'm well protected. And at night, especially, just in case, anyone shows up, even on the first horde night, or a roaming horde. This is a pretty good defense. I mean, they're going to tear up the spikes. There's no doubt about it. But I can always lay down some more, so it's not that big of a deal. But I would feel better. And then tonight I'm going to go down and I'm going to mine. I still haven't found any veins, so it's not looking optimistic, but I can at least get rocks, okay, and go from there, all right? Because I'm going to need some concrete before long. Oh, dude, tired. Let's see. I came in here to look for something, and I don't remember what it was. And that was mere seconds ago. Yeah, I'm going to need some clay. Need a lot of clay. I have some that I've picked up. And I could dig around here. I have a spot right near me, but, I always hate digging up the ground where I'm living. Solely for cosmetic reasons, frankly. Just doesn't look good. Let's take these out. Make it a little more difficult for them to get up there. I can lay the spikes a little bit closer. I think I will go all the way around once and then twice, and if I have time, 3 times. But I think I want to go quickly all the way around. And if this is all that I have time for, it's something. Because when they get to nosing around my property, I just assume them get hurt. And I don't expect any company, but you never know. I'm thinking maybe instead of spending so much time traveling, I think maybe, guys, I don't know, I'm feeling tempted in the next video to just go into Hub City. I mean, really, is just get in there and pick something close and just hit it up. Pick a nice tall building that I think there might be a few things in there, and hope for the best. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of cool things you can find in the Hub City, but as well as it's defended, there's got to be something in there, right? I mean, it just seems like there should be something in there. I mean, I guess it depends on where you look, but got to be something. Let's see. That's not what I want. I want the wood. Let's go here. I need to... Let's see, traps. Let's make that a favorite. I don't know. I think let's just do 100 more. What time is it? 9 o'clock? We've got time. We're fine. Not a big deal. Whoa. Had a hiccup. Yeah, it pays to craft just a buttload of these, because you are bound to rack up that crafting skill. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Yeah. I might as well keep going, you know, I'm here. Let's just pick that up. Gotta be careful. These things hurt. Yeah, I'll feel better with this. Because, you know, when I'm downstairs, there's always some that run around and snoop around. Oh, let's get that stone out of there. They don't typically mess with this. I guess if they got caught up on it. You know, I have a tendency to fall off of this thing. Just put one there. Just for balance. Since I accidentally put one down in a stupid spot. But if I can keep it uniform, I'm okay. My OCD won't kill me for it. Well, that's pretty good. How many is that? That's just 2, right? I gotta go along this front edge here. Gosh, I almost made it. How many is that? Oh, I gotta fill in this too. Oh, I gotta go. Oh, I'm just around to the front. Never mind. I thought I was closer than I was. Oh, poop. Alright, 9:30. Here's where I start to get nervous. Now, I have plenty of time. I recognize that, but I still get nervous when it gets to be nighttime. Is this 3 or 2? It is 3. Okay, so did I make it back around? I think I started along the front, didn't I? I feel like I should have more in here, though. Something like that. Probably over here. Nah. Yeah, let's even this out. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna fall on those. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind I'm gonna kill myself on these spikes as I go up. What happened there? Oh, doggone it. Messed up my pattern. Ooh, that's nice. That worked out. That's even. Cool. That's good enough. Alright. Alright, we're cool. Alright, Alright, now here's where we have to be careful. Sheesh. It's dark. I need more than a candle. Hang on, let me switch here. Oh, dude's thirsty. Alright, that's better. I don't think I have any torches. Let's put that down. Let's just put a few things down, and then we'll head on down. I don't really need this stuff right now, but we'll hang on to it. Maybe what I could do is get all this cooking, and not in there. There it is. Get some more clay cooking in there too. I haven't gotten any coal. I don't know why I haven't, because there are mounds of it everywhere. So I need to do that too. Let's punch a few coal. Do I have time right now? No, I do not. I most certainly do not. All right, let's just put the rest of this in there. Get to heating. Thanks. Don't attract any attention, okay? All right. So let's see. Where did we leave off? Holy cow, we haven't done much at all, have we? Let's go. I want to head for that spot right there, although I think it's probably just coal. Look at this. Look at that. That's the clay. Look at all that. All right, so let's turn right, and let's just dive in. Let's just see how far we can get. All right, dude's thirsty. Hang on. Whoa, that jumps up pretty well. All right, it's good enough. All right, so I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do with summer school money, and if you've been paying attention, then you know that's kind of been on my mind. That's why I'm doing summer school, even though it's a new position and a great experience in the particular position that the district has created for summer school, and it's going to look good on a resume. I'm also thinking of the money. I mean, frankly, you know, I mean, you put in a whole school year. Whew, who's thinking about summer school? That's mental. It's like, take it off. Now, the argument is, and I'll get back to what I was talking about in a minute, but if you've paid attention at all or watched any of my videos, then you know I tend to ramble and I'll jump from topic to topic, and that's just the way I roll. Okay. I saw an article. I've seen it a couple of times, but I happened to see it in the New York Times. It was online. It was New York Times, and it was a study. And I wish I could tell you who did the study, because that's important, and unfortunately I can't. So we'll just skip that, okay? Anyway, the study asked... why do I feel like I'm going uphill? Am I going uphill? Asked about how many hours does a teacher put in? Essentially, that's what it came down to. Is you know, everyone thinks teachers they work and then they get paid during the summer to just hang out. It's not true. It's not true. In fact, I get paid for 9 months or 9.5, and it's simply spread out over the year. All right, that's probably true in a lot of places. So, give you a little bit of insight right there. Right, that probably comes as a surprise. Not only am I not getting paid for the summer, essentially, but I don't get the whole summer off, right? It's like 2 months when it comes down to it, and I know it's like, who's going to complain? I'm not complaining. Trust me, I'm not complaining. But let's try to set the record straight here, okay? We'll just say, well, I'm tired. I'm very tired. Let's just say that, there we go. I mean, I carry it around. When else am I going to use it, you know? I probably should do it when I'm getting chased by dogs, so that was kind of dumb, but that's alright. Hang on. Am I digging that too low? If I hit that again, is it going to... Ah, poop. I'm in a hole, aren't I? Darn it. Did I make a hole? Oh, well. Anyway. So, New York Times. Number of hours for teachers. No, it's okay. It's alright. I dug it out a little bit, but it's alright. As compared to people that have full-time jobs. Now, we're not talking about full-time jobs that exceed, you know, what you would typically think. For instance, you know, attorneys probably work a lot longer than other people, doctors and nurses. You know, I mean, these are given, all right? And hopefully they're compensated very well. Let's just say the normal person, full-time, they figure it out when you take out weekends and etc., etc. It came out to something like 1,491. It was 1,400. I want to say it was 90 something. I'm going to say 91. All right. I think that's about right. You can look it up. All right. Go look it up. New York Times. I don't know what you're going to search for. Teacher hours, or I don't know. Teacher hours versus whatever. I don't know what you're going to look for. All right. Teachers, when they took an average of teachers when you consider the hours that they work, and not just during the day, but on average how much they work at home. And I understand some of that could be inflated, but I guarantee that in most cases it's not inflated. Probably underreported in terms of how much time is put into work at home. When you talk about grading and planning and just going to the store and buying stuff that you're going to need for class, because frankly, guys, there's not a lot of money in the budgets. So teachers have to fork over a lot of money if they want to have certain things in the class, or some of those cutesy things that the younger grades might do. So when you take into that account, plus you need to take into account that summers aren't completely off. In fact, I'm going to work a couple of days in July, and I have several days of training in August, and so it's not going to feel like a month and a half at all. And I realize we're talking about, you know, maybe a week less, but it's not completely off. I don't get to just chill. In fact, frankly, I don't think I have enough. I only have 4, so let's just repair it. Oh, someone's caught my scent. You're gonna die on those spikes, so have a good time. Ooh. Is that just... That's just coloration, isn't it? That right there, that's just coloration. I think it is. So for teachers, it came out to 1,470 or 60 something. There was a difference of about 20 or 30 hours. You may think, to yourself. See, told you, teachers don't work as much. That's really close, though. I mean, you have to admit that's really close. And when you consider that it's really close, and it's 2.5 months less than other jobs, then means we're in many cases putting in some long hours. Let's see where we are. I'm right on top of it. I'm right on top of it. So that black spot is probably just coal, and it's not giving me any indication. Let's go to the end. Let's just turn. Let's just see what happens when we turn. Yeah, I tell you what, that last place that I was in, man, I found... Remember, I dug down this very same house. I dug down from the toilet, just like I've done here. And nearly immediately, I found what I was looking for. And now I can't find it. Anyway, so when you put in summer school hours and get paid on top of that, it for a teacher, it makes a difference. It does make a difference. I've known lots of teachers over the years. In fact, I have one on my team right now who works a second job. And so typically will rush after school to get to the second job. Some of them do it because they just want to, because of a particular passion. This particular teacher, she is she works at the gym, and so she enjoys that. I mean, she's working out while getting paid, so it's perfect. Other people are single and they need to. Those that are married typically don't work second job. I'm doing it for the experience. This is a fantastic experience. It's a great opportunity. It's something I could put on my resume because of the particular position I'm going to be filling. But I also want to buy a computer. And there we come around. We came around. Did you see that? Full circle is what happened there. So, my question to you is, once I get a computer, and it's going to be decent, it's going to be a decent computer, what kind of survival games might you recommend? Now, first of all, I'm going to get, don't you worry, 7 Days to Die is going to be a priority. Stranded Deep. I'd really like to get Stranded Deep. Just being out in the ocean, just, it's one of those castaway kind of situations that I think would be really interesting. So that's one. What are some other ideas? There's some others, if you've watched me enough, then I really watch a lot of Cage848. In fact, he's the one that kind of got me started in 7 Days to Die. There's others that he plays. Empyrean is one of them. I mean, that one's okay. I just don't know if it's for me. I don't think that's one that I'm going to get. He plays a few others. I guess the ones that are a little more futuristic, would honestly be, I love science fiction and science fiction movies, that sort of thing. And so I'm really surprised that when he picks up a new science fiction game, survival game, they don't really do it for me like some of the other ones do. Maybe because it's unrealistic. And I'm not saying that 7 Days to Die is realistic, but I mean, if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, then this would be, you know, probably about what it would be like. It's just scavenging around and trying to build things as best you could. And it may not always look that good, but, you know, you got to do what you can to protect yourself. If I was stranded on a desert island, you know, I mean, stranded deep would be, I mean, that's realistic. Alright, I'm not seeing anything this way. I'm just going to keep branching out and hoping for the best, you know? There may not be anything in this area, and this has all been for naught, but I am getting rocks, and I will be able to start making some concrete. I'm also going to need some clay. And then I'll just work on, you know, maybe I need to find a cave system. That was Woe suggested that I just simply find a cave system. It's like, yeah, I probably should. Then I won't have to do all this digging. Just go down and look for some ores. I'm assuming maybe, you know, you do have to dig into the wall a little bit, but it'd be a lot better than having to dig straight down and then all of these branches, which is what's happening right now. Well, it's midnight, and I'm going to keep doing this. I got to repair this, so it's almost like a sign. Let's go ahead and put that up there. And this is, I mean, you know, I guess for the next 2 hours, this is kind of what I'm going to do. Which isn't all that interesting, I realize. So computer games, of course. I'm going to go nuts on games. Get a bunch of games that I've watched others play, and now I'm really, really eager to play for myself. Gonna get a washer and dryer. I was gonna say get a washer and dryer for my wife. I mean, obviously it's for the whole family, but she has been itching for a washer and dryer, so get a washer and dryer. I don't know. I mean, I guess those are the big purchases right now. Should be smart and should be mature and put a lot of it away in the bank, which I'm sure my wife will actually make me do. Oh, you know what else? Computer desk. Need a computer desk. Mine, I can't even tell you. Mine is, you know what? I can tell you. My wife and I have been married for almost 20 years. This desk is 20 years old. And pieces have worn out. And so things that are meant to be braces to keep it structurally sound, you know, or like the foot pad underneath. Well, I've pushed off on that for 20 years. And so it finally just said, just in the last few months, it finally just said, you know what? I've had enough of you pushing on me. I'm done. And broke right off. And now the whole desk just sort of sways a little bit, you know, especially when I try to get up. I might do a little bit of pushing on it, which I realize is dumb. I mean, it's got my monitor and my computer and my 360 on it, and so it'd be horrible if it all fell, but I guess it's standing okay. I mean, what's with a little sway? Big deal. You know what? Maybe there's no way of telling, is there? Is there a way? Does anyone know of a way? See, I thought that was a pretty, but now I realize that these are actually just these are just coal, aren't they? This seems like a lot of coal. What is this? What is this speckled? Can you tell me what the speckle is? Is that it? Is the speckle? Is that like veins? No, there wouldn't be veins over here, would there? Along the edge? What is that? You know what? Let's just go. Let's go south. Let's just keep going this way, and you will see what we hit. So that's kind of what I'm going. No, stop it. I'm just gonna keep going this way. Let's see what happens. All right, but I am gonna call it because this was really long, and I've pretty much said my piece on what I wanted to say today. So hey, your homework is to subscribe, to like, and a comment. And remember my comment. What I hope that you comment on is what kind of cool PC survival games are out there that maybe other people are playing, or maybe they're not playing. It's a little obscure. Like to look into that. Check it out. You know what? That's it for me. I'll see you next time.